Oh, Peter, Bushin. Here it is, Eluanbi. We've made it. You see the two color of water here? That's where the two currents are coming together. Wow, look at that. Amazing. Today is the big day, our circumnavigation of Taiwan for the first time. We're here in Fugong Fishing Harbor in Taitung, and we're going to go around the Zhongshan Peninsula just in time to avoid the Dongbei Jifeng. I'm so excited because this boat has never been all the way around the island. We've been down to Zhongshan before from the other side. This time we're coming from the east coast, and that to me is amazing. You can see Beinanxi River is coming out here, and the water is very dirty, all the silt from the typhoon. And you can see the currents because the river is pushing out into the ocean. We're just passing through here on our way down south.
Wow. 真的是阴阳海，有没有？
对啊。Our next destination is Dawu Port, the most southerly port in Taitung, right here. After that, we're heading into Kending area, the Zhongshan Peninsula, which is right here. It has 4 fishing ports that are very small. We're gonna go pass by them. I don't think we can go into them because they're quite small. They're mostly for our style boats, but we're gonna pass by on our way, rounding the peninsula to our destination, Houbihu Harbor, right here tonight. So we're just passing Taimali. Taimali is important. At least Peter says it's important. I don't know why it's important. It has no fishing harbor. There it is.
你要讲那台9线啊，原住民都出这里啊，海上看太马里很难得。他如果说没有渔港，他就不介绍。你说这样有问题啊？
我们等一下回到大武啊，大武有渔港，我们会好好的看，好吧？ Peter, Bushin. This is Dawu Fishing Harbor, the most southerly harbor of Taitung. And you can see it is completely closed off today. I don't know why, it's blocked. So the inner part of the harbor, which you can't really see, but is just beyond the breakwater over there, was completed in 1953. And then they realized it sanded up too quickly, it silted up. So they built this extension to it in 1990. But even so, this harbor still has a problem with silting up and regularly needs to be dredged.
没有，它里面在挖啦。
应该是挖了。
挖好了之后，再把这个口开来啦。
This is Zhongshan Fishing Harbor. It's a Class 2 harbor, as you can see. It's small, but it was designed mostly to be a defense against when typhoon comes. There is another CT2 in here. When I came in, I was a little nervous, but it looks like it's all right, but it's certainly not deep. It's only about 1.9 meters here. This harbor, you can see the change in the rock formation here because it is chiseled out of coral. And from now on, as we head down the Hangzhou Peninsula, you will see more and more coral formations because that's what classifies this part of Taiwan. Less sand and more coral. Behind me here is Cape of Nanren Cape. And if you can see the small village back there, it'll be very small. There was a Nanren fishing harbor there, and it closed last year. So there's no longer a fishing harbor there. It was the size of a large swimming pool. We weren't going to go in anyway, but if you drive by there, you can still see it. And I think you could probably go swimming in it because now Coast Guard doesn't care anymore, and it's just the remnant of what once was. Shinhai Harbor, the last harbor we're going to hit before we round the Eluanbi and make it our first circumnavigation of Taiwan. The harbor is not huge, but we're actually going to go in. So you can see here, they're just repairing it and upgrading it. This Shinhai Harbor is one of the best ones in Taitung. You can see the walls are quite high, and in terms of typhoon safety, it's pretty good. I must say one other thing, it's very nice for me to be the biggest boat in the harbor. That doesn't happen very often, but today here I am, the biggest boat in this harbor. As I said before, this is the last stop before we cross Eluanbi. Eluanbi is not far from here. If we were to leave now, we would be there in about an hour or something like that, depends on the tide. So it's really not a long trip anymore, but we will stop halfway and we will celebrate the circumnavigation of Taiwan. We just left the harbor and we're heading around Eluanbi here, the most southern part of Taiwan. This is the Luzon Strait over here, and we're going to head into the Taiwan Strait, and that's where this area has the strong currents, right around here. And that's why Ship Captain Lin told us not to go through the strait any later than 4 or 5 o'clock. He said between 2 and 4 is ideal. So right now it is about 3 o'clock. It should be the right time to hit it. You can see the water is getting a little rougher, but I'm not sure if that's just a factor of the wind. The strait is actually just ahead of us here on that point. Here it is, Eluanbi. We've made it. We successfully rounded Taiwan. The first time on the show. I'm very happy about that. I mean, it's not that bad. I would say the waves are about 1.5 meters, 1 meter something. It's raining, it's not very nice, but it's not as treacherous as I had been told. But look at this, you can see the stone structure. That's the very tip, very typical of this area. And I think it's a sight that you cannot see other than from a boat. For now, we're going to celebrate this momentous time on the Happy Fisherman, making me very happy, having gone around Taiwan completely in my own boat. It's an amazing day.
Yeah!
Yes!
来，我帮你拍照。
好。你这里可以看到那个 waves， 这是那个 current， 你是白色的这边。 You see the two color of water here? That's where the two currents are coming together. The turquoise blue color and the deep blue color. That's the two waters, the one from the Luzon Strait here and the other one from the Taiwan Strait over here. They're merging right here. So we're about to cross into the Taiwan Strait. You see the waters mixing right here. And you can see it's quite a bit rougher here too, because that's where the two currents come together. Wow, look at that. Amazing. 看得到两个不同的颜色。
有我们两个海交汇了，
对，交汇。
完全不一样的浪了。
So we've just rounded the peninsula, and ahead of us here is Houbihu Harbor we're headed to. You notice something? It's become completely smooth. So just as we rounded the point, it was terrible, and now it's completely smooth. So there is something to what all the fishermen are concerned about. They're all worried about rounding this point where the two currents come together. And now we're in the smooth, flat area.
Hello， 张斌在哪里？
So we've arrived in Houbihu after our circumnavigation of Taiwan, being the only fishing boat filming all the harbors around Taiwan ever to do so. My family is here to see us. Quite a happy day today. I'm very, very excited to have completed this part of the mission. But as I said, there's a lot more to go. So what a surprise. My old friend Joe prepared a celebration for us here in Houbihu. He's got Canadian champagne. And what's this, Canadian whiskey, eh?
Canadian whiskey.
All right.
Champagne, yeah.
So we're going to celebrate the circumnavigation of Taiwan. Thank you so much, Joe. Thank you, children. Cheers. Cheers.
Cheers. Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Doesn't matter if it's raining.
Yeah, doesn't
It's
matter.
still great.
我们做一张回圈啊。
对，谢谢，
我
恭喜。
们要谢谢镜头前的小伟，好，我们镜头前的导游，还有不在这里的少杰啊，还有我们开车的中尉。
So to celebrate it, oh! Now you got to do this.
Yeah!
Delicious.